We'll leave that up to Kurt.
Boom. Okay.
So what do you think about Will, what do you think about Simon Pagenaud being in here, talking about being the greatest driver that's ever lived?
Yeah, look, I think he was wasting everyone's time. That's the problem. These guys want to see an Insta story and how it's made, so I'm showing them here at the media center. Media center here, you get all the people who want to be in an Instagram story. There you go. I can't tag you all because I don't know everyone's Twitter or Instagram handles. So. Next question.
What do you think about?
There we go. I've got to send it out. Oh, I better tag Pagenaud in because he'll probably think I was serious.
You probably think I thought he was serious.
Yeah. He'll be like really pissed off. Or as Australians call it, pissed off.
You never know where these things are going. It's good to have you.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
So, I hate to dwell on the difficult season, but it wasn't your best season.
No.
So what about the comeback for this year?
Yeah, it's actually learned plenty last season. Obviously this year, a new strategist with Ron Waziski on the car. So I think, having that consistency, Ron will be there for every race and every session. But also, mentally for me, I learned a lot last year and some of the mistakes. I made a couple of mistakes that,
But you also ended the season really strong.
In contention, so, and I also ended the season very strong. So back in a good place. So not that I was in a bad place. Everything started clicking. It just does sometimes.
You couldn't catch a break. It seemed like.
Yeah, it just goes like that. It's nuts. Like I can't tell you how many seasons, it's been with bad starts. And like I used to have awesome starts. So I want to have a good start this year. You say that, but just sometimes it just doesn't flow your way. There's always a reason, but it just, the biggest thing to learn is you can't be thinking of points. You can never get in that situation.
How did you feel about Simon winning the Indy 500? You've had a history together. You've been teammates and so forth. Welcoming him to the club, what was that? I know your own personal disappointment, but how did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you understand how it feels. It's a great achievement in this series. So, I think you'll feel more completed as far as his career now that he's won it. But that's, you're never that happy to see someone else win it, simply. Like, there's only one person who's happy at the end of that month, and it's the winner. And you just want to reverse everything up and give the race another shot, but you get to do that the next year. So, it's a competitive sport. Everyone wants to win, and if you're happy about someone else winning, you've got a bit of a problem.
We saw your Instagram story, and you made light of learning that Roger had purchased a Speedway and IndyCar. That was a classic Will Instagram story. Were you as shocked as everyone else?
Yeah, it was nuts. I was actually doing a charity ride, and I just woke up that morning, and my wife said, "Oh, did you hear Roger's off your car?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, Dave told me that." Because my engineer just texted me and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, Roger won't be calling you race anymore." I was like, "Okay." And he didn't say anything else. So my wife goes, "Oh, did you hear about Roger?" I was like, yeah, I heard about Roger. Yeah, he's not on my car anymore. And so, yeah, what? He bought the whole series in the Speedway and the whole world. It's like, so I was literally like, it was like, as the video was, that's the reenactment, that's actually what happened.
He bought the whole world.
I was like, what? Yeah, great, it was really cool to learn that, very exciting. I was excited all that day.
And you think he'll be as good as anyone could have hoped for?
Yeah, I just think there couldn't have been anyone more fitting by the series and by the Speedway. There just really isn't. And I just think that he's so excited about it. He's going to do things that just make it better for the fan experience, and he just knows the business so well. It's just good for everyone involved.
Questions? Les?
One of your season goals, I have to expect, is to pass up Mario Andretti in that record.
Yeah, that's there, isn't it? And it's just close enough to be far enough away to be annoying. It's like right there, and you just look at it, and it just gets tougher and tougher every year to get, more than 3 or so poles. So it's there. How far away am I?
10.
What is it? 10. I'd have to get 10.
67, 57.
If they give me that one in surface,
Yeah.
I deserve that. That's a pole position. Everyone was there. Should be 58, so it should be 9. 3 for the next 3 years. Man, it'll be tough. But yeah, it'll be a cool one to get. Really cool one.
Do you have a 3-year contract?
You said 3 in 3 years. 5 years.
Oh, 5. Questions? Bruce?
You're probably still wishing you got full points for that twin victory in Texas.
Yes.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Chris Simmons said last week that with the aero screen protecting the drivers, they might actually make the racing closer because you'll feel safer. Simon kind of shot that point down, but
Yeah.
how do you feel?
I don't think so. I think the speeds that you're doing on those super speedways is still very evident while you're in the car. So, I think it'll be the same. Yeah.
It's obviously made some modifications, some involvement since you drove with the aero screen at Indy, for example. How do you expect it to be there?
Yeah, it might be a little bit different. It's pretty similar, but just some error, just some ducting stuff. But yeah, I think it'll be fine. Actually, when I did the test, I said that if you had to race it tomorrow, you could.
You do have to race it tomorrow. Yeah.
The wet.
Find out how the tear-offs are.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, well, so, okay, question. There's often this stigma that driving, the ovals in IndyCar is kind of dangerous, and I'm wondering, do you feel that with the new developments in the air screen that maybe newer, drivers that are maybe reluctant to come over to IndyCar, maybe will feel a little bit more comfortable?
It's definitely in the safest place it's ever been. Not only because of the windscreen, but also some other things that they'll implement. Like I'm hoping that they do pit speed limiters, like on aprons and this sort of thing. But the fact that we only have 2 super speedways makes it safer. It just reduces the percentage chance of bad accidents, because that's where all the serious injuries have happened. So, we have short ovals. They've generally been reasonably safe. Obviously, road and street courses, just like every other racing around the world. So it is the super speedways now. You just have 2 of them, and the formula is safer. It's not a pack race anymore. So yeah, it's. I would say from when I first started racing overseas, it's significantly safer. It's still not, no matter what you're doing that speed, and things things can happen. It doesn't matter. We saw in Formula 2 last year at Spa. I mean, it just can happen. It just can at those speeds. It's never going to be completely safe, and I guess that's the risk that you take when you race anything.
Nathan?
What was kind of behind your passion and invigoration for being so open on social media? There are a few drivers that really embrace that in the way that you do. I'm just curious kind of what is behind that.
Being open on?
Just using that to allow fans to see a different side of you than they might.
Yeah. It's actually just so normal for me, to do a story like that. I mean, just totally being myself, just as I would be, but at the racetrack, I'm very serious. I don't really do that. Well, I did a little bit last year, autograph sessions and such. There's no reason. I just do it. Just enjoy doing it. It's just didn't like that. yeah, I didn't have like a social media plan or anything, but, yeah, as you can see, it's just random shit.
Yeah, we saw him. Liz is a saint, by the way.
Yeah, she has to put up with a lot.
She shows up at a lot of them, and
Yeah, I know, I'm always like, it's always when she's late getting ready, it's like, come on, let's go. Yeah, no, she has to deal with a lot. Two
Sure.
children.
do you have one, Joy?
Now that Roger officially owns the Speedway, and this being the first year, do you feel any added pressure to kind of be that first driver, being a Penske driver, to win in his first ownership tenure of this?
No, I just think it just doesn't, I mean, it's just enough pressure of that race, I mean, I don't think it'll matter. Roger's won, what, 8, is it 8, what is it, 17, 18? 18 of them. It's coming so quick, you know, it's gonna be 20 soon. It's crazy.
He's only won 3 in a row, one other time though. So,
Yeah, that was 2000.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, early on, sure.
Any others? All right, well,
Okay, thank you.
we've had a lot of fun again.
People clearly don't care about me.